Good afternoon. We just saw kaya natin lead convener Harvey Ke come under fire in the impeachment court. Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile asked Ke to show cause to explain why he should not be cited in contempt of court for submitting alleged bank records of Chief Justice Renato Corona to the office of the Senate President. Ke came here as a hostile witness of the defense to testify on those alleged bank records that he said he got anonymously in his office, which he submitted to the office of Senator Enrile and also showed to the media. We saw that senators were critical of Mr. Ke, asking him why he did that, even if he is not able to verify the authenticity of the documents. At some point, we even heard Senator Jinggoy Estrada calling him a liar for saying that he is not after publicity with this move. Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago also questioned the legal violations that may have been committed by Harvey Ke in opening and submitting that document, considering that you have the Foreign Currency Deposits Act protecting the confidentiality of the bank documents of the Chief Justice. So we saw also the defense in that testimony, as stated by Defense Counsel Dennis Manalo. What they were trying to establish is that there seems to be a well-orchestrated campaign, allegedly, by the critics of the Chief Justice to malign him. So he said this is the purpose of the testimony, and therefore to show that whatever evidence has been presented against Corona, it is, as he said, fabricated, and it will not stand legal scrutiny. So this is what the defense is trying to establish so far. Let's hear more from them and the prosecution in the press conferences.
No? Ang unang testigo ay si dating kinatawan na Risa Hontiveros at yung pangalawang testigo ay si Harvey Ke. Para sa amin, sa nakikita po namin, wala naman epekto itong dalawang testigo sa kaso na hinaharap po namin dito. There's no relevance at all. Dahil kung pag-uusapan po natin statements of assets and liabilities and net worth, dapat ang mga hinaharap po nilang mga testigo ay yung magpapatunay na yung nilagay po ng ating punong maestrado sa kanyang salin mula 2002 hanggang 2010 ay makatotohanan at accurate, no? Ngayon, itong dalawang testigo, hindi nga namin alam, testigo nila ito, no? Kung paano yung koneksyon sa Article 2. Anong koneksyon sa Statements of Assets and Liabilities and Net Worth. So, para sa amin, we are just going through this day as if it was an important hearing date for us, but we're waiting and waiting for the Chief Justice to appear. Para sa amin, siya lang talagang makakasagot sa mga tanong ng ating mga abogado at tanong ng taong bayan at lalo na ang tanong ng ating Senate Impeachment Court. So, yan po yung nangyari ngayong araw. Ewan ko kung ano rin po ang may dadagdag pa ng pangatlong testigo para sa panig po ng depensa.
Madali lang naman hong pabulaanan yung sinabi yung mga revelasyon ni Ombudsman Morales, di ba? Tumuntong lang si Chief Justice sa witness stand, sabi niya, hindi ko po mga bank accounts yan, at ilabas lang niya yung ano yung sa kanya, at kaya na niyang pabulaanan yung revelasyon ni Ombudsman Morales. And yet, up to now, hinihintay ho natin yan. Maraming usap-usapan tungkol sa nanggagaling sa panig ng depensa na hindi $10 million o dahil inihahantulad dun sa 45 properties. Pero tanong namin, yun ba talaga ang issue dito sa kasong ito? Hindi ho ba dapat sagutin yung revelasyon ni Ombudsman Morales na merong 82 accounts na merong pangalan po ni Chief Justice Corona na may nilalaman na substantial amounts. Huwag na natin pag-awayan kung magkano talaga yung nilalaman, pero sagutin na lang ho kung kanya ho ba yun, unang-una, at pangalawa kung naideklara nga ho ba ito.
Wala tayong nadidinig no, so far from the defense, kundi ang kanilang depensa ay pagkakaroon ng isang napakalawak at napakalalim na conspiracy theory na interesante pakinggan kung pelikula, pero at the end of the day is even assuming that sabihin pa natin na buong kalangitan nagkaisa no, yung para ipitin si Chief Justice. There is concrete and solid evidence which up to today they have not been able to answer. In the last 3 days since the Ombudsman has sat down, they have not even denied whether these bank accounts exist or not. It's a very simple question, and I challenge you to ask them, are those bank accounts true or not? Are they fabrications? Ang sinasabi nila is the Ombudsman relied on an information coming from the AMLA which is unverified. Yun ang parahati nilang sinasabi. But have we heard them say, all those bank accounts are not true? Nadinig na ho ba natin na sinabi nila, hindi totoo that the Chief Justice withdrew $762,000 on December 15? Nadinig na ho ba natin na sinabi nila that the Chief Justice did not terminate 36 million pesos from PS Bank as testified to already by witnesses? Those are the answers that we are expecting from the defense. And so far, the evidence that they've been able to present is to come up with that conspiracy to talk about the farthest properties in Hacienda Luisita as a defense. Obviously, that's not going to bring out the truth as far or at least exculpate the Chief Justice. Sana doon na tayo sa issues na yun. Ito, puro peripheral issues. We have nothing to do as far as Mr. Harvey K. is concerned. In fact, whatever document he has, we've never used it. We've not even seen it. And if Mr. K, based on their representation, if they're trying to prove, has an axe to grind against the Chief Justice, that is a concern of Mr. K and the Chief Justice. But that does not concern the prosecution. So as far as we are concerned, the evidence at hand comes from the Ombudsman on specific bank accounts, comes from PS Bank, comes from the registers of deeds where properties belonging to the Chief Justice were not declared timely and were not absolutely declared for a long period of time, especially his bank accounts. I hope we don't lose focus on those matters with this sideshow that's being undertaken by the defense.
Incidentally po, yung in-examine namin yung 17-page document from the Ombudsman at meron hundong 3 accounts sa PS Bank na pareho po yung account numbers na pinag-usapan nung nag-testify ho yung PS Bank officials. So, I don't know what you want to call that, kung may corroboration na nga na meron talaga. But I think at this point, mahirap na i-deny o itanggi ni Chief Justice na meron siyang dollar accounts because these are 2 independent sources who did not speak to each other, I would think, no? Because one is in the private sector, one is in the public sector. And because of the voluminous number of accounts, voluminous number of pages, we only notice now that there are 3 accounts actually. One contains $700,000, one contains at least $72,000, and another one contains at least $299,000. And I think yung issue nga na dapat ma-face squarely ng depensa ay kung bakit hindi ito deklarado. PS Bank ho, PS Bank.
These are directly related doon sa earlier testimony ni Mr. Garcia, the PS Bank president who came up, and the manager. No? So what Congressman Sani Angara is talking about is that the testimony of the Ombudsman as far as the PS Bank accounts are concerned are a match. And those are the various amounts that we have seen.
Obviously, no, kung dinidispute nga nila yung sinabi po ng ating ombudsman, the proper act to take is to bring out your evidence that would contradict what the ombudsman has mentioned. Pero halatang instead of doing that, they're going to other side issues that really do not create any shock waves with regard to this case, unlike what the Ombudsman revealed last Monday. So, anong pinapakinggan? Inaccurate, disputable, bloated. So, tama po yung ating mga kasama po dito. Wala tayong naririnig na sinabi hindi akin yung account na yan. No? So, we haven't heard any statement clearly from any of the witnesses saying that that account does not belong to the Chief Justice. So, para sa amin, ito yung crux eh. Kailan nga ilalabas ang ating punong maestrado, and this shortens the whole procedure, no? Kaya kung sa basketball nga nasa last 2 minutes na ho tayo, pero gusto nilang i-extend yung last 2 minutes na yon. Tignan ho natin kung ano mangyayari sa mga susunod na araw.
Okay, just a reaction from the prosecution. Any reaction doon sa sinabi nitong isa sa mga senator judges, especially si Senator Judge Jingo Estrada and even Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano?
Well, Tony, they are not our witnesses eh. So it is the responsibility of those people who would file cases with the Ombudsman to make sure that what they gathered, the papers that they file are based on their own personal knowledge. So kailangan na harapin nila yung responsibilidad nila na kung ikaw magpapasa ng isang complaint, no? May corresponding responsibility to answer those questions with regard to this. Pero hindi nga namin testigo sila.
You made mention last 2 minutes na lang, kumbaga sa ano. So, expected ba tomorrow or
Hindi
next
natin alam. Hindi natin alam. Ang binabanggit, baka si Secretary Laila de Lima raw. Pero ang tanong nga namin, si Secretary Laila de Lima is for Article 7. Anong kinalaman ni Secretary Laila de Lima sa Article 2? Ngayon, kung ang balak po nila na isasantabi muna yung Article 2 para pumunta sa Article 7, well, at the end of the day, the impeachment court will decide that. Pero sa experience po namin, nung sinubukan po namin gawin yon, hindi kami pinayagan ng impeachment court.
Ako, I think so. I think nagulat yata sila. Lahat tayo nagulat dun sa revelasyon ni Ombudsman Morales. I think they're still reeling, sa totoo lang. And they're still preparing, they're still trying to craft a credible defense to what the Ombudsman said. You have to admit that the space for that story is getting smaller and smaller as the days go by. As more witnesses testify, lumiliit yung palugit nila para ipaliwanag kung ano nga talaga ang katotohanan dito sa mga accounts ni Chief Justice, no?
Kasi there's no other escape anymore eh. I think it's at this point the dollar accounts exist. No. Now, what they're trying to figure out is how to explain why it was not declared in the statements of assets and liabilities and net worth. Basically, that's the explanation that they are looking for. Outside of the other cash in bank, which they have tried, no, by attributing it to Basa Guidote. And I think they had a difficult time. Up to now, they have not shown any evidence on how the Basa Guidote funds transferred from Mrs. Corona to the account of the Chief Justice.
I-recap lang natin, it might be a good time na i-recap, no? Yung base sa salin po ni Chief Justice sa year 2006 up to 2008 for the 3 years, 06, 07, 08, even 09, for 4 straight years, ang deklarado lang po niyang cash is 2.5 million. And for 2010, it's 3.5 million, no? So definitely, napakalaki po nung discrepancy dun sa mga nakikita nating accounts based on what the Ombudsman presented and even based just on previous evidence. No?
Just to answer lastly yung question ni TJ is, it was a strategy on their part. No, they're softening the landing of the Chief Justice. So originally they had set out. Our guess is, our analysis is, they actually agreed, volunteered to present the Chief Justice because I think what they saw were documents. Sinabi nila no on record doon sa trial, sinabi nila na when the Chief Justice saw the documents as presented nung kay Harvey K yata, ay parang sabi nila those are all fake, fraudulent, so let's go to court para pabulaanan natin lahat yan dahil hindi ito totoo. I mean, yun ang repeatedly sinasabi nila eh. So, they wanted to present first all these witnesses and to show that in fact there's a conspiracy to actually besmirch him. What they did not realize is that I think that there is, just like what we did not also see or realize, is that there is a substantial and valid documents coming from the AMLAC which shows the flow of funds of the Chief Justice, which they cannot up to today explain. Hindi nila may paliwanag eh. So lahat ito, no, yung makikita mo is lahat ng mga complainants, itong mga testigo sila nagpatawag, hindi kami. So pinipresenta nila yung pamamaraan para sabihin talaga at pabulaanan yan. Pero sa tingin po namin, base diyon sa ebidensyang ipinakita ni Ombudsman, we find it very, very hard to see how the Chief Justice can now deny all those bank accounts, knowing the details as well as the process under which those accounts are actually derived.
Sir, would you say na in some twisted sense magiging beneficial yung magiging testimony ni Chief Justice for both the prosecution and the defense, well, much like the testimony of Ombudsman Carpio Morales? Na kasi yung defense din sir kiniklaim nila na to their advantage yung testimony ni Ombudsman Carpio Morales.
Sabi nila yung sa Ombudsman. Maybe we were watching a different witness, no? Kasi I don't see any way that the Ombudsman testimony could have been beneficial to the Chief Justice. I think the only way for them to really explain and get an acquittal is to present the Chief Justice. It's only who can actually exculpate himself from all the evidence that we've been able to establish, as well as the testimony of the different witnesses that have come over. Siya na lang po, wala nang iba ang may kaya talaga makapagpaliwanag. Lahat ito preliminaries, habang nag-iisip sila kung papaano is softening the landing, ipakita muna natin na si Chief Justice ay kinakawawa. But like as we said, we base it on the fact that there is evidence here. Just explain it. Sa'yo ba yan o hindi? Up to today, they have not denied whether these bank accounts as revealed by the Ombudsman are his or not.
Say the time has come for the CJ to testify.
We've been waiting. The time for the CJ to testify was when they started to present their evidence on March 12. No? Para sa amin, dapat dun pa lang. At dahil kung talagang seryoso at sincero at walang tinatago ang ating punong maestrado, dapat nung unang salpak ng araw ng presentation ng defense evidence, dapat sinagot na kagad ng ating punong maestrado. And we would not have gone up to this date. No? The impeachment court would have decided because he is the only person who knows the answers to all the questions. He was the one who signed his statements of assets and liabilities and net worth from 2002 hanggang 2010, and he swore under oath that these SAL ends are all true to his own knowledge.
Tsaka matagal nang, ang tanong ay, is it time? Matagal na, no? I mean, I think people have been hung hungry to hear. Gutom na ang taong bayan para pakinggan yung kanyang testimonya at ang mga senador para mabigyan siya ng pagkakataon, mapresent ang kanyang side. So, matagal nang gutom ang taong bayan pagdating dyan. Pero ngayon po, parang nalipasan na ng gutom. That time has already passed. He should have done so. Now, it's already belated. Parang he's only doing it dahil parang ipit na, which I think is making it even more difficult for them. Not that we're saying that that his testimony will not in any way have any chance of proving his case. Ang sinasabi lang po natin, at this point in time, is it's almost an afterthought on their part dahil pwersado na sila.
Yung in the face of yung overwhelming evidence from different sources na corroborated, there can be no other conclusion na panahon na talaga para tumistigo si Chief Justice.
Okay, maraming salamat.
Sa mga periodiko, pati sa TV, na merong mga issues na pinag-uusapan na walang kinalaman doon sa complaint. Katulad nitong unverified documents na galing na naman sa anonymous source. Daw, ay wala naman basihan na pinersenta dito sa impeachment court. So, of course, sasabihin ninyo na paano nyo naman sasagutin, kailan nyo sasagutin, yung tungkol naman dun sa mga nakadeklara sa salin. Yan yung itinitira natin para kay Chief Justice Corona. Pero yung mga bagay na lumalabas ngayon sa paglabas ng impeachment court, at least pinasok na natin dito para matanggal na sa isipan ng publiko, pati din ng senator judges na wag na natin pansinin ito because wala naman basihan ito. Galing ito sa anonymous source na maski yung nagbibigay ay sinasabi nilang hindi niya alam kung may katotohanan o kung verified yung source. At let's concentrate on the SALN that was presented here, pati yung mga ebidensya na prinisenta dito sa loob ng impeachment court para pag nagpaliwanag si Chief Justice Corona, ito yung mga i-address niyang punto.
So, Attorney Jimeno, may sinasabi naman akong so what if orchestrated to, pero kapag may evidence naman, parang it would be somewhat okay na sense. Ano pong reaction niyo doon?
Dalawang bagay kasi yan eh. Ang tinitingnan, siguro maaring tama yung sinasabi niya, okay, orchestrated nga, tama nga eh. Kung mag-ataka, dapat nga systematic, di ba sasabihin ninyo. Ang tanong niya, paano kung may ebidensya naman? Ang aming ng posisyon ay walang ebidensya. Nakita niyo yung kay Mr. Ke. Hindi nga niya alam kung saan nanggaling eh. Makikita niyo po yung pattern Pattern ng number 1, meron po tayong small lady. Pattern number 2, meron po tayong iniwan sa gate. Pattern number 3, ito po iniwan naman sa opisina. Kaya nga po nag-react na ang mga senator judges eh. Ano bang gusto ninyo sa amin, di ba? Kasi ang umuusig dapat, or may ebidensya, kailangan handa kang tumayo at humarap dito. Because you are from an interest group. You make representations that you represent the interest of the public. Okay, yun po ang dahilan doon.
Ayun po. So, kung para sa prosecution, useless daw si Mr. Harvey Ke as a witness, then para sa inyo, parang wala rin substance. So, anong klaseng witness po si Mr. Ke?
As we've established, isa siyang hostile witness sa pagkakataong ito. Pero ang ina-address niya dito would be an issue na yung iniiwasan namin, yung parang nangyari dyan sa $10 million na wala siya sa alegasyon ng complaint, and yet pumapasok sa isipan hindi lamang ng senator judges, pati ng publiko. Kaya kahit na sa amin, we found it to be irrelevant. Dapat na hindi na dapat pag-usapan dito sa loob ng impeachment court, but it became apparent to us na nung binanggit ito ng isa sa mga senator judges that it will influence their decision pagka tinitignan nila itong Article 2, kaya din namin pinasabina itong mga bagong testigo. And at least one by one, we're looking at it na kung dapat bang ipaliwanag ito ni Chief Justice Corona. Unang-una yun sa $10 million nga. We had the ombudsman showing the documents that she relied on in order to give that notice to explain kay Chief Justice Corona yung sinasabi niyang $10 million. And from our point of view, yung AMLAC report does not really clearly establish na may $10 million because it shows transactional value. It does not show the name of Chief Justice Corona with the specific accounts and the actual balance. And ngayon naman, yung kung meron ina-allege si Harvey Ke outside of the impeachment court na meron $2 million si Chief Justice Corona, makikita natin dito na kahit sa senator judges, they feel na walang probative value ito. Unang-una, hindi rin masabi ni Mr. Ke kung saan galing dokumento, kung authentic ito. Isang ang pinoint out pa dito at napansin nung kinilatis yung documents would be the fact na kung iba-ibang banks to supposedly, bakit iisa lang yung font? And it bears no official seal of the banks themselves. So parang kaya nga ang term dito ni Senator Jinggoy Estrada is that maaari din ba, theoretically, nagawa-gawa mo lang tong document na to. And of course, we're not saying nagawa-gawa lang to ni Mr. Harvey Ke, but yun yung punto eh. We can't verify kung ginawa-gawa niya lang to because walang any proof that shows that this is verified, this is authentic, na hindi niya alam saan nga ng gamit. So at least, pag pinaupo nga natin si Chief Justice Corona, alam ko ang sasabihin na iba, ano naman ngayon, di ba? Wala naman yan, it doesn't really relate to Article 2 itself. It does because, na at least matatanggal na natin yan na bakit wala sa SALN. And ito yung isa sa mga reasons na pinaupo sila dyan. Para pag pinaupo natin si Chief Justice, yung mga usapan sa labas na impeachment court na siguro nakakagulo rin sa isipan natin, ay natanggal na rin na, okay, ito na yung mga nagbibintang, yan ang masasabi nila, then at least we can address this squarely after hearing those people making additional allegations.
Sabi naman daw po ng prosecution, you're buying time lang daw po since nagpe-present po daw kayo ng witnesses na irrelevant nga daw po.
Well, siguro hindi po tama that we're buying time. in fact, we're cleaning their mess. No? Sapagkat marami hong mga matters that we feel are not important na ngayon po itinatanggal namin isa-isa to pave the way to a very clear, methodical presentation of Chief Justice Corona. Pangalawa po, hindi naman po totoo na pinatatagal po natin ito, no? Parang yan ho ang pahiwatig. Sapagkat kami po, sinasabi namin, simula po last Monday,
One minute suspension, sir.
Let's suspend the session for 1 minute to allow the other the lawyers to come in.
Yes, Mr. President, may we raise a few questions on Attorney Dennis